Today we're talking about meditation, why it is great for your performance and growth, and why you might suck at it. Okay, nothing's wrong with you, it's just you were not taught it properly if it doesn't work for you. Okay, the issue with the meditation is that for some reason we are taught, and that's how I started as well, it was really hard for me to unlearn, is that we need to not think, we need to stop thinking, and that's impossible. And you know why? Because that's what our brain is doing for a living. It's getting its salary for thinking. And another issue is that the meditation words might be wrong for what you're doing or what you want to do. Some activities like body scan, like paying attention to your feelings and sensations, like listening to the outside world, are mindfulness. You're mindful about things that are happening to you, and actually when you close your eyes and you relax, you're even more mindful, and your brain starts noticing many more things just because you're slowing down. Okay, that's why some practices where they say that you need to not think, clear your mind, observe the thoughts, it's really tough. Okay, and that's probably not the best thing to start with, because it's just tough. It's tough for the people who've been meditating for years and it's not always working. So it's like, you want to start going on a good diet, you want to start eating healthy, but you suddenly cut off everything and you just drink water. That's how it just doesn't work. And before we start, meditation is a great cleaning exercise, like brushing your teeth, but for the brain. You free up the space from the negative and not very useful thoughts that block you or stop you from doing the important things. You have more brain capacity, you de-stress yourself, you're more focused, more productive, you solve difficulties with elegance and ease, and that's why this is one of the tools that I'm using daily. I see the difference. Okay, so what are the things you can do? There are several apps. This is how, the world made it so easy, so much easier than before. And my personal advice would be to start with the mindfulness practices first, because it will allow you to learn how to, focus and dedicate the time to yourself while, doing something. It will not be a big of a shocker or culture, strange experience for you if you just start being mindful, meaning that you would do the body scan, you will listen to how your body is feeling, you will count the breath in and out. There's so many interesting practices. One of them is 4 counts you breathe in, 4 counts you hold it, 4 counts you breathe out, and 4 counts you hold it. Something that is just chemically and biologically calming you down really, really well. And if you start with these practices, starting slowly, making it become a practice, a daily practice, ideally, that's where you will see the difference. It's something that is hard to to pinpoint what's the exact benefit. You probably see it very well once you don't do it. For me, for example, I start my day with the meditation. I mentioned it in the previous video about my routine. And if I don't do that, if I start my day rushing, if I have the alarm that is making me, jump out of the bed and, start solving the world's problem, I see it, I feel it, I'm more agitated, I'm jittery, I'm irritated, I can overreact, I can be much more upset. And the reason why I do it the first thing in the morning, not only is that it's helping me to stay calm, it's also time with myself. I give myself the permission to be with myself and not focus on other people's problems. Sometimes I can wake up nervous because of the day that is ahead of me, and it can be stressful. In that moment where I'm together with myself, I want to de-stress, I want to refocus on what's important for me, and I want to promise myself that I'm gonna take care of myself. And it can be a really beneficial thing because it adds on to the puzzle of your self-love and self-care. The app that I'm using that is great for initiation, probably might find some other things, or you can see, the free versions of the same meditation like I mentioned, because this one is a subscription one. It's called Serenity. It's really good. It's well organized. There are chapters that you focus on. There's also parts for sleep, for better sleep. There is a part for kids, because it's great to teach kids to meditate as well. And that was something that really helped me form a habit. Another app that I'm using is called Let's Meditate. It's a free app. You can find it on both Android and iPhone. It has several and different in length and in topic meditations. Those are actually more of the meditations that help you explore something, help you relax yourself by doing certain mental exercises, and it is really, really good. Other apps could be like some of my friends are using. It's called Waking Up, and it's more of a mindfulness, and sometimes can be like really challenging because it makes you think about unusual things. That's probably the best I can describe it. Yeah. There is another app that I'm using oftentimes. It's called Insight Timer, and it is a freemium app. It has different things in it. It has guided meditations, it has talks, it has music. You can filter, you can search by length, by topic, by the name and the whatever thing you're interested in. It has the lots of information about chakras and mindfulness and body scan and more spiritual and elevated things. So it's really interesting, and if you subscribe, you obviously have access to many more things. I use the free subscription. And to mention more spiritual practices, something that I recognize not everyone can be interested in, I use the app called Soulvana by Mind Valley. It has great and very, very interesting practices on quantum flow and different spiritual, energy works. Some other things that you can do once you're a bit more familiar with the practices, you can use the different challenges and you can subscribe to them. You can find them online. Some friends might organize them as well. One of the classic challenges would be the one by Deepak Chopra Center, the Abundance Meditation Challenge, or there have been also others in the meantime. For example, one with Oprah or the other one with Alicia Keys. And you can also let me know if you're interested. I am, as a part of this abundance challenge that I'm actually going through for the third time now, I could be creating one group for the people who are interested in this challenge, 21 days of different abundance practices and exercises. So let me know if you're interested in that. That's it. I'm glad that we clarify the difference between mindfulness and meditation. I'm glad that you are here to hear about my practice, and I would be really curious to know about yours. I also want to encourage you to share the things that you want to do, want to try, and something that you've tried maybe hasn't worked for you, and why you're interested in the meditation. Next time, I want to talk about how to choose your own path, how to follow your path in life, how to find it and how to stick to it. And I will share my experience, and I also hope to invite one very special person, and we will discuss the things like imposter syndrome and comparing ourselves to everyone else and acting, doing things, moving our butts despite all the fears and doubts. I'm very, very happy that we, together, all together, we are improving this thing. I'm looking for your feedback. It is an invitation. It is nothing that you need to be worried about. Let me know. Do let me know if there is something that you want to hear about, or you see that something can be improved. I really want it to be a collective thing, and more about that in the future. I will see you next week.